Give me that good love, baby, that good love. Love when you wake up in the morning, looking at me eyes and you're not to say a thing. Just give me that good love. Up with it. Don't know Texxus Redmoney Boss representing for Team GB. I don't know Chaysestars. You don't know, you know. Check them out. Don't know YouTube channel, everything. Mad move. Up with it.
Well, hi, Texxus. We meet again. Thank you so much, friend, for taking the time to come out and sit down with us. First of all, I wanted to congratulate you for Girls Time 2023.
Yes.
That was amazing.
Definitely.
How many people turned up?
Wow. I think they probably was about 500 probably.
I think
500.
I'd most probably say a little more. It was kind of cool.
yeah, man. It was nice, you know. Yeah, man. Nice.
So the reason I've asked you to come today is because you're a great artist. You represent Bristol so well, and I just wanted to sit down and ask you a few questions as one of the biggest rising artists. The first question I would like to ask you: who is Texxus Redmoney?
Well, you don't know Texxus Redmoney, you know, UK dancehall artist, you know. And yeah, you know, we write music, sing, and promote, and business and all of them things there, you know. So yeah, Texxus Redmoney, you know.
So a lot of people, especially from Bristol, know you as being part of Lionface, Texxus Lionface Redmoney. Who and what was Lionface?
Lionface was like a group with around consists of about 5-6 members. But obviously we had a big entourage at the same time too. Yeah, but actually people was singing and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, we it was a group that we had producers, artists, rap artists, female singers and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Yeah.
You guys did pretty well actually. You kind of put Bristol on the map for a minute there.
Yeah.
Can I ask you why Lionface disbanded?
One of the reasons why I'm not sure, but I think everyone just wanted to probably do their own thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
I believe, and do you know what I mean? And I just think everyone just went their own way, and yeah.
Part of evolution, I guess, isn't it? You guys did really well together. You know, a couple of you are still in music, some have gone into food, some have gone into fashion. So it's a really good, stable platform for Bristol. Now, Redmoney. I think when I spoke to you about Redmoney, I didn't understand what Redmoney was. Please, can you break down exactly what Redmoney means?
The meaning of Redmoney. Redmoney actually means £50 notes, in case you didn't know that. Redmoney means £50 notes. Yeah, straight 50s. That's what we defend.
Redmoney, we like that.
Redmoney.
So we're only on the Redmoney now, yeah?
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of people can get the Redmoney thing a bit twisted at the same time.
I did.
Yes. Yeah. What did you?
I thought it was blood money.
Well, this is exactly what
I'm so ignorant. I really did. Sorry.
You were stereotyping it.
Yeah. And then you set me straight. I was like, oh.
Yeah, so a lot of people just think it means blood money, but I mean, it definitely don't mean that. You know, so I just want to get it straight, because I mean, a Christian, Christian member asked me, what's the meaning of red money like yourself? And they thought exactly what you said. Yeah. They thought it mean like blood money. But red money is actually £50
I like notes. That.
The UK £50 note. Yes.
And to me, that's a much better connotation than blood money.
Yes.
So well done you, and that's a good look, because we all love the Queen's head, the King's head now, I should say. So yourself as an artist, do you class yourself as a solo artist now?
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
How long have you actually been an artist? This is from the sound system days to Lionface, right up until Redmoney now.
How long now? Can I actually sing and spit lyrics?
Yeah!
Like that? I mean, I would say probably about over 12 years, 15 years. Yeah, about 15 years. Yeah, you know, cause I used to obviously play music before, thing called Fifth Element, you know, and every now and then I used to jump on a instrumental.
Yeah, I remember those days.
To flow over it, you know what I mean, and that's where the energy came from, right there, you know. Yeah.
So your dad, I know he was a really good reggae singer as well.
Yeah.
Did he influence your career at all? Were you young on the mic thinking this is what I always want to do, or?
I mean, a lot of people don't really know this. I mean, I didn't grow up seeing my dad singing.
Okay, that's interesting.
A lot of people didn't know that I was actually singing before my dad.
See, look, you're finding out all, getting
You know?
the tea spilled today.
I mean,
Okay.
I was somewhere once and someone was like, said the same thing, and, and then another man was like, nah. Did you know that he was actually singing before? Well, maybe.
Clearly.
But he said it, and I looked at him like to say, okay, so you know that? And he was like, yeah.
Do you know what I like about interviews like this? You're smashing assumptions, because again, I've known you for a really long time and I always just assumed it was the other way around, but it's really nice to know you've been out there all that time doing your thing.
Yeah, I've been doing it for like over probably about 10 years, and then my dad was started to sing after. But like I said, maybe he was doing all of that before.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Do you understand where I'm coming from? So
wow, so impressive.
yeah.
So support. I mean, we live in a city where Bristol's very much well known for its amazing artists, great, wonderful productions from Bristol. But how have you been supported as an artist? By family, friends, by some of the true haters, them? You know?
I mean, sometimes I feel like I don't get enough support. I'm not gonna lie, and that's because I'm mainly in my circle and hearing what's going on in my circle. But when I do things like Girls Time and when I go out there and perform, I realize that the support is not just gonna come from your own circle. You understand? Like, I get a lot of support from people who I actually don't know like that.
Yeah.
But they know me.
Yeah.
The people I know, I don't feel like they support me like that. It's like almost that you're giving away trophies, and someone's like, every time somebody come up, you're like, yeah man, give them a clap or they win a trophy. When you hear Texxus Redmoney now, they're looking around to see who's gonna clap first before they start clapping.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So they only clap when they see everybody else clapping, and I feel like I could get some more, but you know me already, I don't beg for things, I'm not gonna ask. I feel like it should be natural.
That's fair.
Because I've done so much for this city. I put a whole heap of big event, a whole heap of people out of town, they know all around the world, they know. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah man.
What I would say to that is, what I was really impressed with about Girls Time this year is you've been doing it for a long time. I don't know, is it 15 years old yet? Maybe coming up to.
That, yeah.
And we had COVID, so everything was shut down, and this was maybe one of the biggest dances to hit Bristol. But what I saw, which maybe you didn't because you were quite busy that night, God bless you, but what I saw is the types of people who came out to represent you actually crossed over, young, old, black, white, into dancehall, not into dancehall. And I was looking around thinking, it's not often an artist can do that. You normally kind of just get one set of people. You had people from Birmingham, Manchester, just so much people. So I think whilst they may not be clapping as loud as you would like, what I did see on that day was a massive turnout for you as an artist, which for me speaks volumes, you know?
Because like what I'm saying, majority of those people were people like from out of like from my circle. A lot of people from my circle, I didn't really see them. And that's always the case, and it's typical, but at the end of the day, it's not really a problem to me. Do you know what I mean? It's just something that I acknowledge and I see it, so I'm like, okay.
Yeah, well done,
you know what I mean?
And you keep pushing forward.
Yeah, man.
So off the back of that, I would like to ask you, what has some of the main challenges been within the industry for yourself? I mean, you make it look easy, but outside looking in, I guess, you know, there's always going to be some issues. So are there any specific walls you've kind of hit and had to kind of maybe restart again and reevaluate how you was approaching it?
Music.
Yeah.
To be quite honest with you, there's a point where I kind of just felt like to just leave it, to be quite honest with you, because it was a bit too much in obviously trying to get out there as an artist and thing, you know what I mean? You know? So yeah, I felt like that at one point, but I had a phone call from someone who just happened to call me one Sunday and be like, yo, I mean, been a while now, we haven't heard from you and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? And they just say, yo, you need to get back onto this. And I kind of just felt the energy from there. And I mean, that was like a 5-year break, and that phone call kind of did something to me.
That's
you know,
good.
like I said, the love was kind of fading. And that phone call done something, and that's when I came and write. The first song I came back with was a song called, I wrote, is Right Grip.
Okay.
Yeah. After like 5 years of just not feeling it, Right Grip, I wrote that one, and yeah.
So you had writer's block for a minute and you just...
No, I wouldn't say that, I just didn't have the love for it, man.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, it was just like you said, a stumbling block, and like, gosh.
Well, thank God for that phone call.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to Norris B. You know what I mean? Yeah, Norris B called me and said, nah, man, you need to.
He's one of Bristol's Gates. And
Yeah,
that leads
yeah.
me right on to the next question.
Yeah.
Because I was going to ask you about some of your influences or some people that's, you know, been really productive and positive towards you, whether that's a friend, you know, if there's been an inspiration, whether it's the next artist, whether it's another business, you know, what are some of your personal inspirations?
I mean, to be quite honest with you, I mean, 50 Cent influenced me on a lot of things in my life. Musically,
Yeah.
business, just the attitude and everything. Like, I look up to 50 Cent, yeah, as a whole when it comes on to...
Smart man, isn't it?
Yeah, because I seen where he's coming from, and it's not that I just start having respect for him or being influenced by him from yesterday or 2 years. It's been from day one. I've always been a massive fan of him, and just his whole attitude, not just his music, just his whole attitude towards life, towards things, business, his energy towards the music again, because I hear him say stuff like when they used to go to shows and perform, after the shows, all the other artists would be partying with girls and all of that, and he would be in the hotel just signing contracts and dealing with the
Smart
business. He's not interested in all of that. When it's business, it's business. And
Distractions.
I quite like that, and I feel like I'm like that. You don't see me in the middle of a party, like showing everyone that, oh, look at me, I put this party on.
Yeah, very
whatever.
true.
I just keep focus on the business, because that's what I'm in it for. You know what I mean? Because what people don't realize, like, it's not just the music that's been keeping my name going. 90% of it, or maybe 95, or even more than that.
Yeah,
it's all about the business. It's not just about the music.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, business is the thing that's been keeping me going for all these years, like Girls Time, a few other stuff, keep my name going.
So you're not just a music artist, you're a whole entrepreneur, a couple of businesses behind you doing really well, and I think some people just see the music, which is fair, you know, but until they delve into you and the history of Texxus Redmoney, then they'll find out you're a real entrepreneur. So you've just released an EP, is that correct?
Yes, just released EP called Dream.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many tracks are on there? Who are you working with?
I mean, there's 6 tracks.
Okay.
6 tracks on there. Yeah, and it's Redmoney ENT, Redmoney Entertainment. Yeah, it's our production.
Do you have a favourite track on there?
I probably I mean, I like the actual song called Dream.
Yeah.
I do like that song featuring Shayno.
I gotta.
Yeah.
I've listened to it.
Yeah. You know, I really do like that song because
I
feel like that song just touch everything, and one of my favorite line in there, and I said a long time man, a old time and not switch. You know what I mean? I feel that.
And the dreams of a young man living in what we would have called a ghetto council estates and want to do better for mama. Do you know what I want to ask you? Who was Kwee?
Well, Kwee, like it with the latch, Kwee still, he's like a manager.
Okay,
you know?
okay.
Kwee is like a manager to Texxus Redmoney. You know, I mean, not lie. The things that he do for Texxus Redmoney career, naturally from his heart, I can feel that he wants to see Texxus Redmoney go out there, because he's never in it to say I'm doing this for money or that. He makes big connections for me.
Great.
Do you know what I mean? So big up Kwee, you know what I mean? You make it happen, and enough respect to you. General.
Kwee,
you know what I mean?
I was so wanted to ask you that.
Yeah, man.
So
and big up Ivy League production too. You know what I mean? Indian Ivy League.
So going back to Bristol artists, we have some of the best record producers. We have Massive Attack. We have Bonnie Size. You know, we have some of the big ones that have come from Bristol. Nobody on the dancehall scene has broke big from Bristol yet, so I think that may be you. Save that spot. But what do you think about Bristol music?
Bristol music is fiery. It's hot. You know what I mean? Bristol music is hot, man. You know what I mean? I just feel like we could just work together a bit more to create that scene, that industry for ourselves. You know, the whole Southwest. Yeah, we can do that. You know, it's just like what we were talking about earlier on about the award and stuff like that. But we get there. You know, we just need to create that industry for ourselves.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, I absolutely think no. Is there anybody in Bristol you would definitely 100% like to work with, or I think they should be sending requests more to you at this stage? But is there anybody who you've seen or thought actually I quite like what they do?
There's a lot of people who I would like to work with in Bristol, but the city is so small that I don't want to call names. You know what I mean? Because
that's fair.
A man might say, "Yo, what one? We're cool," and you know what I mean. So I would like to work with as much people as I can, but at the same time, you see, the thing is, I'll be real with this though. You know what I mean? It's like people have to be putting in the work, man. It's not just about I know you and you're good. Like I said about the music, it's not just about the lyrics and the songs alone. You gotta be marketing yourself as well. Do you know what I mean? Like if we do a feature, combo, whatever, like what's the beneficial in there for myself too?
Absolutely.
Do you understand? Like, are you known or are you pushing yourself? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Yeah. So it's almost like people have to be. What I didn't understand at one point is like, yo, why didn't this guy do a feature with me? But this guy's thinking, what's the point? Because you're not putting in the work. And if you do a feature with someone who's putting in some mediocre work, you're gonna look unprofessional.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's not that I wouldn't want to do a feature with certain mans or certain people, but I might look unprofessional.
Okay.
So it's not that I don't want to do a song with some of you. Yeah.
You just know you better come on, you know you work hard. It's a 50-50, it's a partnership.
You'll say, oh, who's this guy? And you look him up, he's not doing anything.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So you gotta be putting in the work, you know?
So, okay, dancehall at the moment, kind of dancehall and reggae worldwide is getting a bit of a hard time. So I want to start with dancehall quick. For me, somebody like Valiant, he's being picked to break this year. I think he's doing quite well. Obviously, the name Skilly Bang is coming up quite a lot. So for me, you're in that same category of the type of high energy, crossover dancehall music that's going on. What do you think of these artists and what do you think about the current state of dancehall worldwide?
think they're good artists. Yeah, man. Valiant. Yeah, man. Wicked artists. Skilly Ben. Yeah. I like his flow. Well relaxed. Just go for it and be himself. And I feel like the same thing with Valiant. Yeah. They just be themselves. And that's a good thing with music, when you just be you and just flow. You know? Yeah.
So what about the reggae? So what I mean about that is some of the awards not going to, we'd naturally say Caribbean artists, Jamaican artists, or music of black origin. Something came out today where Shaggy was saying actually what we need to be doing at this point in time is doing a kind of Caribbean reggae awards, so that we can maintain the ownership. What do you think about reggae worldwide and how it's kind of being influenced, taken a slightly different direction?
Well, I feel like, why don't Shaggy do it? Why don't he organize that? Because I feel like he has the power, him and Sean Paul and some few others, to create that. So why don't we do it? Why do we need why do we need a certain producer from away from Jamaica to come and sign one of us for our music?
I agree.
Why don't we have our own thing going?
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like some of the people that's talking, they need to just get it together, man. Let it go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So bringing it back to your on-stage performances.
Yeah.
You give a great performance, by the way. You're really good at engaging the audience, and we would have loved to have seen more of you at Girls Time, but obviously you're super busy, it's your birthday, and you was all over the place. But what has been what's your most memorable performance to date?
I quite like the Girls Time performance, I really like that performance. I watched that clip.
Yeah, it's nice.
Probably over 100 times. You know what I mean? I like that clip. Everything was just so perfect. The timing was so clean.
It was nice.
Perfect. You know what I mean? Execution on that one was on point.
Nice.
Yeah,
well, that's perfect. Had you booked Queenie before her performance at Sting?
You see, this is one of the things, why she had a conversation with me after. She told me that I had to come to your performance, your show.
Nice.
I had to, because, as in from herself.
Yes.
Not from me demanding, like she just said, listen, the way you dealt with things before my performance at Sting is almost like you knew that this was gonna happen.
That's nice.
She just said you treated me like how people are treating me now from before.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you understand? I in certain business, man, I don't play around. You know what I mean? I get my thing straight booking, deposit, hotel, everything. Do you know what I mean? I just get the thing going, because at the end of the day, I don't undermine people. Do you know what I mean? I look at, like, if you say this is what you want, I'm not gonna doubt you. Do you understand? And she's been putting in work for a very long time. And I've actually had conversation with her in pandemic.
Okay, good.
And even before I booked her again, had conversation. And so she said I had to come to the show because my hat goes off to you. You done everything very professional.
What I love about that is obviously the Sting performance went global, and Dewey must have been trending literally after that performance, and she really did put herself and how she handled herself. But what I like is that level of instant fame, because it is instant fame with something like that, so many clips, that she can see the difference between real friend and fake friends, because actually a lot of people, when they cross over, all of a sudden they don't remember the people that supported them before and helped them get where they are. So I like that. So are we going to see a track from you guys anytime? No pressure, but I
mean, you never know, You never know. She actually did mention something like that, but you never know. I'm gonna keep it on that level for now. You might get a surprise,
Ooh,
yeah, you might get a surprise, Yeah, man, watch the space for sure. Right. So Girls Time was a massive hit, And I mean, even with this thing, like there's people who came to see Queenie, and a lot of people who would be going to Girls' Time regardless, because as you know, it's a year-to-year event.
Yes.
And it's always I've never had a Girls' Time hasn't gone well. Always a hit, always on point, no fighting, always loads of girls. Because you know what I mean, like I said about the promotion game and thing, because you got a lot of people who, if you don't go to their parties, they're not coming to yours. But what I do, my promotion, I try not to focus on just my circle. It's
okay, that's good.
You know, like if you have a rubber band and you stretch it, so I have a rubber band, like I treat the promotion like it's a rubber band. So I stretch the rubber band, right? And I want my city to be the last one to hear about the buzz. So I want people from out of town to be cool and say, yo, this party is going on.
I think that's what happened.
Do you understand? So the buzz come in. Boom.
And you're right, the energy was so clean. I think it's the intention you promote an event with, and people bounce off the energy that you're promoting. So you're not walking around stush, acting like nobody can speak to you, not acting like you're untouchable. And what I do like is everybody who came, you were reachable. I saw you speaking to a lot of people and trying to engage, and actually, you know, people love that.
But do you know where my enjoyment comes from? The seeing everybody enjoying themselves. That's what I enjoy. Like I don't feel like everyone should come there to see me in the middle doing all sorts. I want to be from the side watching everyone enjoying themselves.
Well, that's your USP, isn't it? You know, it's actually a good skill. So I think maybe you said it with possibly when you and Queenie was on stage performing, but I was going to ask you, what was your highlights from Girls' Time? Did you even, you know, apart from performing, was there anything that really stood out to you?
I mean, it was just great to see the reaction on people's face, just the excitement. Like the afterbit was crazy. The afterbit, like nobody has never seen that before. Like they shut the party off around, I don't know, maybe 4:30, maybe late, I don't know. But all I knew that no one didn't want to leave that building. We were there until about 7 o'clock. Like it was ram until 7 o'clock. Everyone, it's almost that we forgot that we was listening to music. Like everyone was talking, just enjoying themselves. But just the atmosphere was brilliant.
Yeah, because even when the lights came up, it's like, it's done already. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Pretty cool. And you're right, but we didn't want to leave because it was so nice.
Never seen before in history. And I mean, sometimes when you ask for things like nowadays, man, I ain't asking for nothing. I'm taking it. I'm taking my credit. You know what I mean? I'm not waiting for people to be like, oh yeah, I know that was a bomb in Malcolm X on that night. Never seen before. You know what I mean? Put some respect on that name. Texxus Redmoney.
That's so fair. Put some respect on it.
Better put some respect on that name, boy.
Because what I want to show everybody, we're going to go into your entrepreneurial side. This is Hertitians. So we're currently on Church Road, Lawrenceville, Bristol, and you have 2 properties next to each other. This one being Hertitians, which your beautiful wife runs. She's been here, what, 15 years?
Yes.
Do you know what? That's so impressive.
13 years.
Do you know what? It's quite impressive that a black business is still up and running in Bristol 13 years later, because there aren't that many that survive through COVID, through this and that. And Kagan does some amazing hairstyles, and clearly, everybody loves her, otherwise she wouldn't be here. So how did this come about?
How did the Hertitian come about? I mean, she's a hairdresser, as you know, and we just thought it's time to do our own thing. You know what I mean? Because I'm a man, I believe in whenever you're staring, only you can let down yourself or things. You know what I mean? So once you're staring, it's all down to you. So we decided to open our own business, and you know. was a hit.
Would KDM be opening a second hairdresser shop at any point, or are you just guys going to stay over this side of Bristol? Because I mean, obviously you're doing very well. I mean, do you feel the need to open a second shop, or?
Not really. Okay. I'm not sure if maybe something different from a hairdresser's.
This is quite central though when you think about how Bristol's position. This is somewhere everybody can get to.
Yeah.
So one of the best hairdressing shops in Bristol, but this is one of 2 businesses you have, right?
Yes.
So Hairticians, Google that online. I have a shop next door called Allen's. Now, how old is that? A couple years old?
I mean, it's coming up to 2 years, and the name is All Ends. Sorry. Yeah. But,
oh my God, my bad.
No, but you're also correct. You're also correct.
Allen's.
Yeah.
All Ends.
All Ends.
I'm gonna write that down.
Meaning Allen's, that's my surname.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
It's All Ends.
Yes. So, yeah, All Ends. But you can call it
Listen,
Allen's.
we're in Bristol, we're calling it Allen's.
You can call it
Allen's.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You know, so yeah, that's my surname, you know. I mean, whole family, that's their name now as well. So yeah, All Ends.
What do you sell in? Look, All Ends. That's the first time I've ever called it.
Jamaican products, you know what I mean? Jamaican food, groceries, stuff like that.
Strictly Jamaican?
Nah.
Okay.
So English and Jamaican groceries, you know what I mean? Alcohol, stuff like that, cigarettes, and you know. Yeah. And
how has that gone? Because so my dad's lived over this site for years. First of all, he was super impressed that you opened a Jamaican shop here, because he has to go to Stapleton Road and everything. So there's the black community this side of Bristol who didn't have access to the food. But have you found them being supportive? You get good feedback and online orders and things like that?
Again, in the music business, I mostly get support from people who I don't really see.
Yeah.
You know, I always say this to my family that, and I have to careful how I say this one, like a certain type of people, like black people, yeah, we always ask for discount and always balling down the price. But when other nation comes in, they leave tips.
I want to give you a round of applause and stand up for that, because it's a true story.
They leave tips, so I'm surprised sometimes. I'm like, £3, £4, and they're like, oh, keep the change of £5, £2. £2 change, just keep the change. Somebody who you know come in, how much you selling this? £1.50. Oh, you can't give me it for £1. How do you expect me to survive? Pay my bills.
Yes, because you have to run your business accordingly.
You know what I mean? So, and trust me, I'm not disrespecting anyone or putting down anyone or my own nation, but I'm just telling you the truth. Like, I've always said that from day dot. I've noticed that we always ask to knock down price and ask if we can get this off, and some people, other nation comes in and they give you tips.
And we need to learn, if we want to grow black business and black commerce, we have to be buying from each other and investing into more growth. I mean, actually, what I would say, I totally agree with you, by the way, and it would be nice to see more young black entrepreneurs like yourselves having more shops across the city. I'm not doing anything either, because now we have a lot more black business in Bristol, but for the black community we have, it would be really nice just if,
well, it's crazy how we like to support a lot of other people, and thing is, what gives me joy, those other nations, they're not gonna see you getting wet in the rain and stop and feel like, oh, that's nice, let me pick her up. They'll never do that.
Yeah.
Texas will see you and feel, oh, that's nice there. Saying, you alright? You understand where I'm coming from?
100%.
So I'm more likely to support you than a certain nation. You understand where I'm coming from?
So what message do you have to young black entrepreneurs, actually, as a successful businessman? Now, you know the struggles, but actually, and it's a whole new generation we're looking to now, and actually, a lot of our young creators, our youngers, are really into business. So what would you say to them? Because my attitude is, I remember you always used to say, never stop. Never stop is a true story, even though you're hitting all the walls and all the people telling you can't do it.
See there?
Ah, see?
Got it.
Yeah, there you go.
And yeah, because I've always believed in never stop. That's one of my things. I say, never stop. And I haven't. You know what I mean? Yeah. Texxus Redmoney never stop. Yeah.
Please send a message to young entrepreneurs.
Yeah. I feel like we need to spend more money in our surroundings. That's what I feel like. That's a key thing, that we need to be spending more money in our surroundings to generate more money, more work, more opportunities in our circle. You understand where I'm coming from? Like, if you go and support Tom Jones over there, you understand? He can build up his business. In a few years' time, your grandkids could be working in there. You see, rather than you thinking, oh, why should we build up Tom Jones and make his family? You know what I mean? Being selfish. But what we're not looking at is the long run of everything, where Tom Jones will probably open another wholesale over there. Yeah, and that's how many more jobs that creates? How many more jobs do we create when we're opening business? We're creating a lot of jobs.
Legacy and foundation.
And this is what we don't realize, that we're creating opportunities for our community. You understand where I'm coming from? So like I said, we need to be spending more money in our surroundings. Yeah.
Well, just well done you. I mean, that is really impressive. And if people, for those who didn't know that you were also an entrepreneur, it's very much not about the music. You've also set that legacy for your family, which is a great message to send. What you're doing with your money is you're reinvesting into your future, actually, which is another thing we need to teach our young artists.
Well, you see, like what you said, a lot of people didn't know. And thing is, I don't go around telling people this and that.
Yeah.
But what I know, good news don't really spread. Bad news spread. Because if it was something bad had happened to me now in this business, you would hear all over. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I don't like, when somebody sees me and they're like, oh, I didn't know you were there, I didn't know. I mean, I tell a lot of people, but how about my friend telling somebody else too? How about somebody else that I know or know of me telling another man or another girl about, yeah man, there's a shop in Church Road, or there's a musician, or music. How about that? You know what I mean? So people don't want to say the good stuff about you because it's going to make you look too good. You understand where I'm coming from?
Makes sense.
And they might feel a certain way, but like I said, all that's going to do is build up our community, because everyone else up here and we're just down here, man. Come on.
Well, one brick at a time. If we all just do our own thing, hopefully it will turn at some point. I know everybody else will just do what they can in it. You doing your thing, I doing my thing, so is GBTV. But yes, we can but try. I really appreciate the time you've taken, not just for me but for your fans as well, because actually people do want to know about I ain't going to call you lying face, you know. My bad. Texxus Redmoney. Because the thing is, when you know somebody from way back, then they involve how you have. This is why I've always stayed in touch with you. You've always been consistent, actually. How do people get involved with you? How can they send you music? How do they get in touch with you?
You're gonna laugh now. Wait in a minute. Redmoney 111 Instagram, Texxus Owner Boss Instagram, and Tex Lionface on Facebook.
I'll remember that.
Snapchat, Texxus Redmoney. Yeah, you know what I mean? And you don't know Google, just Texxus Redmoney and everything pop up. Up with it, don't know Texxus the Redmoney boss. She love the chocolate with the peanut. Take it out, feel up the jumbo. Call up the friend for the combo. Cause she's a pretty little freak with the tumbo. Girl, you good? Yeah. Girl, you good? Yeah. Make me walk. You know the rest. Feel like I'm in heaven. Think I'm in heaven. Make you drip on the tip. Make it up all night like 7. She no play for the first deep loving. Now one little says she want big. This tug loving. Left them buzzing. Whip on duty. Remember that. GB. Texxus Redmoney. Naya. On duty. That's your flick. Redmoney boss at them. Make me feel so good. Never stop. Yeah. Make me feel so good. Love.